Hello dear students, welcome you all for the sixth session of the fourth chapter of business taxation for that is GST, sixth semester Mangalore University. So in this session we are going to discuss information technology in GST. So my presentation for this session will include introduction to information technology, then GST and that is goods service tax network, then GST Suvidha providers, GSP, application service provider. So let's straight away move to the introduction to information technology in GST. One of the fundamental feature of GST is IT, information technology. So entire GST process is digitalized. Everything is done through website. Everything is done through online. So there is no paperwork in GST. Every return has to be filed through online. GST which has to be paid through online. Everything is online. So that's why information technology has a lot of role and has played a tremendous role in implementation of GST. So IT has simplified the entire process of GST such as invoice generation, uploading, paying and filing of tax. And government themselves have established two technology platforms to make easy all the GST processes such as invoice generation, uploading, paying, filing, all these things. So one is GSTN, that is Goods and Service Tax Network, and second one is GSP, GST Suvidha Providers. So let's discuss the first one, GSTN, Goods and Service Tax Network. So it is one of the largest platform in the entire GST regime. So it is a non-profit and non-government organization. It's a network which manages the entire IT, information technology GST. So it is a non-profit and non-government organization. So entire IT system of GST portal is managed by this particular network. So that is filing, paying the taxes, filing the returns, refund, and generation of invoice, registration, everything is managed by this particular network. So government can track every financial information related to GST. If they want how many traders have registered, how many traders are paying taxes, how many of them are filing the returns, how much GST has been collected, whether there is increase or decrease in the GST collection, every information can be tracked through this network. So it stores all information related to GST. So it is equipped with the application program interface. So that is the specialty of this particular network. So what are the objectives and functions of this particular network, GSTN? So let's discuss one by one. The first one, provide common and shared infrastructure, IT infrastructure and services to all stakeholders. So GSTN shares the basic infrastructure of GST to everyone. So everyone in the sense it includes government, it includes traders, it includes state governments, local government, everyone. Whoever is a stakeholder of GST, everyone will get to know or get in touch with the IT infrastructure and also the services. Then provide common PAN based registration. One of the very important feature of this is PAN based registration. If you have PAN number, you can easily get registered. If you don't have PAN number, it's very difficult to get. You cannot get registration at all. So it provides a common PAN based registration. See, the PAN based means you should have the basic information of all the PAN holders. So everything is restored. When you enter the PAN number, every registration is verified. So through online. Then filing returns and processing of payments. Another important function is file the returns. There are so many returns which are to be filed by a regular scheme trader and also composition scheme trader. If he is a regular scheme trader, then 3 returns per month has to be filed. So everything is done through online, through website. And all the information which is filed through return is processed by this particular network. And whatever the tax which is paid, which will be processed again, will be sent to the government. All information is stored regarding filing of returns and filing of taxes. Then standardized services to all the taxpayers through GST portal. So it gives a uniform service and also good services to all the taxpayers throughout India. So taxpayers can easily view their transaction, easily view their how much tax has been paid, how much refund they have to claim, when they have to pay the returns, when is the due date, everything can be seen by a taxpayer. Then it helps authorities in tax compliances. So authorities who manage the GST who supervise GST collection, they can definitely see whether all the traders are in comply with the GST norms, whether they are paying the tax, whether they are filing the returns. All these things can be easily managed. Then carry out research. They can easily carry out fantastic research. For example, one particular research is what is the implication of GST implementation in India, whether there is any positive response or whether there is a negative response. So many variables uh, can be classified. For example, number of registration can be one variable, GST collection could be another variable. They can see whether there is any decrease or increase in these two variables, and they can do a lot of research in this. Then provide back-end services to tax departments. They can provide services which is required by the various departments. For example, income tax department, customs department, then even GST, they have various departments. They can provide the back-end services. Then develop taxpayer profiling utility. So it is done to save your information without any problem to the confidentiality, because a lot of information is stored by the taxpayers. So confidentiality is maintained through taxpayer profiling utility. Then ensure confidentiality of the information. Yes, as I said, taxpayer profiling utility is one such feature where it stores the information without any leakage or without any hijack. So entire information is maintained in the platform is fully safe, and all the confidentiality related to the information is maintained. Then provide training to stakeholders. So GST also provides training to the stakeholders regarding how to file the returns, how to pay the tax, how to claim the refund, how to get registered. All these training facilities also provided to the stakeholders. Now let's discuss the features of GSTN. So what are the features of GSTN? What it works? What are its functions? So it is an open application program interface. So it is an open application program interface. That means anybody can have an access to this network. Then provide interface for third-party applications used by taxpayers through mobiles, desktops, tablets. If you are filing the returns through mobile phones or desktops or mobiles, so it provides a third-party application or interface. Then make the compliance easy through matching the invoices, easy registration, filing returns, payments of taxes, etc. So it ensures quick compliance through matching the invoices. Immediately the information that is there in the network will be matched to the invoice. It is also makes easy compliance of registration. That means your verification and validation of data based on the PAN will be done. Then also filing the returns. Immediate quick filing of the returns also can be done through GSTN. Then speedy and timely matching of invoices through automated system. So there is quick matching of the invoices. Within no time your invoices are matched, so that the accuracy of information is generated. Then second one is GST Suvidha providers. Short form is GSP. So GST Suvidha providers, in the sense they also provide GST related information, GST related services. For example, filing the returns, payment of taxes, for easy registration, all these things. Same services which are provided by the GST, same services which are provided by the GSPCs. So government has selected some around more than 30 GSPs who can develop the applications, and which is controlled by the GSTN. So it is an online compliance platform or web platform for the taxpayers. So it is a service provider which helps the taxpayers to comply with the provisions of the GST. Again, it is similar to GSTN. So GSTN has given the permission to many GSPs, so that they can also give the online services related to GST. So it is a service provider regarding GSTs. GST in the sense filing the returns, maybe paying payment of taxes, or maybe the registration, all these things. Then GSTN accepts the returns filed by the companies through GSP. So ultimately GSTN is the controller. So even though you file the returns to GSP, it will go to directly GSTN. They have to accept your returns. Once it is accepted, then it is final. Then GSTN has selected around 34 companies as GSPs. It may change, it may be more than that after some year. So as GSP, they can develop their simple applications for the taxpayers. So 34 companies have 34 different platforms. So in this 34 platform, anybody can file the returns. They can select any platform. Okay, they can can select any platform for filing the returns, for payment of taxes, for maintenance of the records, for registration, all these things. The GSPs are controlled by the government. So all these GSPs are controlled by the government. So this is regarding GSP. The third one is application service providers. So application service providers are the providers who uses the information from the taxpayers regarding their sales, regarding their purchases, and they collect the information so that you can file the returns easily. So every information regarding your sales, every information regarding the purchases that you make, everything is collected through a platform, web-based platform, and easily your returns are generated. So this will help the taxpayers to generate the returns automatically by using the application service provider. So they are the link between the taxpayer and also GSP. That is GSP in the sense GST service providers. So ultimately all these application service providers have to file the returns as per the norms with the GSP. So GSP will then take the returns as per the GST norms. So taxpayers can file their GST returns with the support of ESP partners. They can also develop end-to-end solution to fall. So ESP providers, while they are collecting the data from the taxpayers for some fees, they have to give the services also. Whatever the services, it may be end-to-end solution for all. Maybe filing the returns, maybe payment of taxes, maybe generating the returns, maybe the audit features, maybe generating the information anytime. All this information has to be provided by the application service providers. The companies and taxpayers have to share all the details. So companies have to share every detail regarding their transactions. So if they don't provide the details, it will not be easy for the ASP providers to generate the returns. So every details has to be provided, such as sales, purchase, etc. And after which the GST returns are filed, and the ASPs will file the returns as per the GSP norms. All through GSP they will file the returns. So it performs the following role. First one is data protection and privacy, because every information is stored by the companies and taxpayers to the application service providers. So they have to maintain the accuracy, privacy of the data. That is very important. Second one is data verification. So entire data which is shared by the taxpayers and companies will be verified whether it is true or not. Then data archiving and retrieval. Whenever the companies or taxpayers want the information, whenever they want the return filed by them in the past, so immediately that return has to be generated. Then audit features. So audit features in the sense here, authenticity of the transaction will be verified. So they need not, the taxpayers and the companies need not worry about the authenticity of the transaction. It will be automatically verified by the application service providers. And the last one is application and process control. So ASPs will control the process of filing the returns and generating the returns and informing the taxpayers to file the returns. All this entire process will be controlled by the application service providers. But ultimately they have to file the returns through GSP. So that's all from this video. Thank you for watching this video.